Again, you have found me in the workshop wearing my uniform. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm on another project and I don't even need it. It's a table. I don't even need it. So I'm priming it. Brush as evidence. It's the almost identical twin of my one I have in my living room. It's got the same, I don't know what you call that detail along there, that scrolly bit, and then it's got the whoop-de-woos, and it's got the legs. My legs are a little fatter. There's my legs on my table. But it's going to make a great little shabby chicer for some lucky person. Detail, it's called rope detail. Phase 1 and done. That's what it's going to look like. Except I haven't done the underside because it's drying. I know primer dries fast, but I am so impatient. I see a little drip over here. I'm so impatient, I want to just flip it over, like grab it. Flip it over and get on with it, but I can't. Look at the inside of this. The guy at the thrift store said, oh, you've got some artwork in there. We usually charge extra for that. Yeah, so funny. I got it at the same thrift store that I bought mine from, the one that I have upstairs. This one cost me $5 and the other one cost me $8. So yeah, even at an overpriced thrift shop, you can find little bargains every now and then if you just pop in occasionally. Right. Just learned how utterly impatient I actually am. I flipped it over, even though it was wet. I just put my hands inside on the dry bits, brought it up against my hip and just flipped it down sideways and then over onto its legs. Now look how utterly icky this thing is. That's why it was $5. Because no one could conceive of using it like this. But wait till I conceive what I can do with it. Look at those grooves. And this faux parquet business on top. Like really, that's just false. Yeah, this is gonna look good. It's gonna look real good one day. Yep. That side's done. I will let that dry and go in and have some lunch. I don't know when I can get back here. I don't know if I can paint in here tomorrow or the next day. As you can see, we've had some snow. And it's going to be -16 as the low, -10 as the high, and this is an unheated room. So I might just have to go slow on this one and wait a few days till the cold snap passes. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That's what this says. That is my paint shirt from the thrift store, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Isn't that unique? Well, my lovely husband helped me get this thing back up on here without popping any discs in my spine like I'm prone to do. And now I'm just gaily painting. Gaily slapping it on. In tight quarters. If I miss anything, once I tip it over on its good side, I will see and patch anything I miss. Sometimes you can't get under these things fully. I'm having fun with it. And it's such a sunny day. I am actually warm in here. Yeah. Tomorrow, the day after, it's going to be really cold. Oh well, it's not as bad as Chicago. I'm out here in a little town called Summerland, so yeah, very, very summery. First coat on. First coat of paint, that is. Second coat of product. Yeah. So, praying for a little stay in the weather so I can slap something on there tomorrow. See, this is the table that I have upstairs. See? Same rope detailing, same chubby legs, but my legs are chubbier. We went through that before. But yeah, same, you know, grooves. It was just really funny to bump into its twin. And that's how good it can look. That's a little preview. Oh goodness, look what we woke up to today. It's snowing sideways. There's wind. The polar vortex has found us. How are we going to paint in this freezing weather? The temperature is dropping. It's -6. It's going to be -16. Better get into that workshop. I've got my hat on. I've got my double layers. It's -8 out there now and it's dropping. I gotta get this guy covered. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I survived the cold. And hopefully this little beauty can survive these harsh Canadian climate conditions. Oh, she's got beautiful legs. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this out here to dry. It might take a couple days because it's so darn cold, and then I'll be sanding it and turning it into her final beautiful condition. Okie dokie. -14. Highways closed except for local traffic. There's a rock slide north of here. It's just cold, bitter, windy. Yeah, cold, bitter, windy out front as well, with the snow blowing sideways. Just a fine snow, but that wind. Out here again. Oh, I'm exhausted. I've been sanding, trying to make it look natural and worn out. I don't know how I made out. What do you think? Does it look like it was ridden hard and put away wet, so to speak? Oh, I'm making a shadow. That doesn't help. The lovely scabby legs. Yeah, so I did this whole thing with the sander. That little yellow thing over there with the handle. And now I've been putting on that other yellow can of paste wax and rubbing it in. Now look, here's where I've polished. Watch this. You can hear it sticking because I haven't polished that. You got to put a lot of buffing in. A lot of buffing. Now I'll go where I had just been. See, it doesn't stick. But in the corner it does, because I haven't done the corner. So yeah, I shall finish up with that. All done. I think I'm going to keep this precious piece. I'll use it on my deck. I have a really fancy French provincial scrolly, curly Q, you know, curvy little thing. It's not really me. This is more me. So maybe I'll just sell that other piece. Anyway, that's how you do it in sub-zero weather. Whoop, whoop.